Okay, it's an old park, the A-frame. We're here at Naples Marco Island, and we are here for 3 nights. I think we're here for 3 nights. Yeah, we're here for 3 nights. Good, because tomorrow I have to go back to Biscayne Bay. Hello.
Hi, how can we help you?
All right, I got a patio site. It's 48, actually it's 50 feet. It's over 50 feet. I got room in the back, but their utilities are in the middle. 50 amps, water in, water out. And the site is actually leveled left and right, so I don't need to make any adjustments. All right, would I stay here again? The answer would be yes. There's a lot of restaurants near here. We're in San Marco. I don't know where that is, but it's near Naples. However, I was only supposed to visit one national park here, big something. But while we were in the Keys, the government shutdown opened up again. So I have to make my way back to Biscayne Bay, which is about 2 hours from here, 2.5 maybe drive. So I was supposed to do that when I was in Fort Lauderdale, but the government was shut down, so couldn't do that. But now I'm gonna race back there tomorrow. I'm gonna leave here about 6 a.m. so I can get there before 9, get my stamp. Now Biscayne Bay, it's not, the national park is not above, is underwater, is where the beauty lies. And since I don't go diving anymore because of 2 heart attacks and I'm on my 3rd defibrillator, I can't go diving. So there's really no point in, I'm just there to get my cancellations down. And today we drove through the Everglades and another national park also. So I already saw those. So I'm gonna drive by there tomorrow on the way back here to their visitor centers and get my cancellation stamp. So get 3 national parks out of the way tomorrow. And then the next day I can relax. Today was an ordeal drive. It was supposed to be only 4 hours. It then ended up being a 6-hour drive. Oh, I'm so frustrated with that. All right. We're gonna go in, figure out dinner, probably go out, find the post office to mail more postcards, and settle in for the night for an early evening or an early morning out tomorrow. Today we are in Biscayne Bay at Homestead, Florida. More than 95% of this 150,000 acre park is water providing habitat for sea creatures, including manatees and many other protected species. The coral reefs offer some of the nation's best snorkeling, and you'll also find evidence of 10,000 years of human history. Now, most of this park is underwater, so I would have loved to have gone diving at this park because there is a protected coral reef out there. But since I can't dive anymore, oh well. We are here at Everglades National Park in Homestead, Florida, the only subtropical preserve in North America. The River of Grass contains both temperate and tropical plant communities. The park, designated a wetland of international importance, is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles exist side by side. We've actually been here before. 35, 38, oh, I don't know, 30 some years ago, Walter and I did a, what do you call those things? Fan boat? Riverboat? What's not a riverboat? One of those pontoon boats that glides on the water. That was 30 some years ago. I had hair back then. Okay, so we're just gonna get our cancellation stamp, get some postcards. That's it. And then go on to the next park. We are here at Big Cypress National Preserve in Okapi, Florida. The first national preserve in the national park system, Big Cypress is a meeting place of temperate and tropical species and a hotbed of biological diversity. The preserve serves as a supply of fresh, clean water for the vital estuaries of the 10,000 islands near Everglades City. It's a big old swamp. We are here at St. Petersburg, Madeira Beach, KOA holiday. We are at site 514. Water in, water out. We did have to put a 1/2-inch stabilizer on this side, or leveler on this side. Now, Power and Electric is behind this bush. And their sewer's broken, and it's really low to the ground, so I couldn't use the other one. They did originally put me over here at 513, and Susie at the front desk, I told her no trees. Does that look like no trees to you? That looks like trees to me. So we're still under trees, but here at least it's dappled. And where Starlink is that clearing right there. So, and the pavement here is all cracked. Everything's cracked. Potholes, cracked, cracked, cracked. None of the sides are leveled. Front, back, left, right. They should have just gone with pea gravel. At least that they can level off. So, again, site 514. Would I stay at this park again? No. Because they don't read their KOA notes that for special requests or requests from your guests. When your guests request no trees. They want no trees. So, oh, the other thing about this park that I do not like, their check-in time is at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. At least I'm not seeing garbage on the site. It is litter free, and I do not count leaves as litter. So there's a lot of leaves on the ground, but that's not litter to me. So at least that part is good. But 4 hours? Seriously? Why not 2? 3 o'clock is way too late. I paid $32 extra at St. Marcos? Naples? No, Naples San Marcos KOA Park for an extended stay. And I ended up leaving there at 1 o'clock because I ran into Alan and Judy, who were part of the Mississippi caravan that we did. So again, 2 things even before I'd set up that freaking irritated me. One was the 3 o'clock check-in time. The other, I looked her straight in the eye and said, no trees. 50 amps, water in, water out, pull through, no trees. And she puts me under trees. Oh. They don't know how to listen. People are so busy gabbing that they don't know how to listen anymore. It really pisses me off. Came here to mail postcards at the post office, and only the post office is closed. The only thing they have here are the mailboxes that are open. So I don't know what kind of freaking neighborhood I'm in. We are in St. Petersburg, Madeira Beach, and the state of this place, this is their little downtown street, and it's all closed. Everything is boarded up. This is just very sad. We are here at the Soto National Memorial in Bradenton, Florida. Hernando de Soto and an army of 600 splashed ashore here in 1539 to conquer, populate, and pacify the New World. This failed expedition would never yield gold and treasure. Instead, the men marched from one village to the next, taking food and enslaving the native peoples. Okay, so they came and butchered everyone. That's what Spaniards do. Alright, let's go see the fort and get some education.
There you go.
A hurricane ripped through here a year ago, apparently, and took out the visitor center. And they have not repaired it since. So there's a man over there in a little hut with the national park stamp. So this is it. This is where they landed. The trail marker commemorates Hernando de Soto with his men who landed here in May 30, 1539, and began his march westward to the Mississippi River.